Some shooting with the Ruger LCP. This is a 380 semi-automatic pistol with a double action only trigger, and we're going to be just doing some accuracy tests at 7 yards. So let me reach here and get my ears on. Okay, these are the shots that I just shot. As you can see, it all grouped low and to the left, and that's not the gun's fault, that's my fault. Because being that this is a double action only trigger and I'm still getting used to it, this is the first time I've shot it today, I'm pulling low and to the left, and I can see that, but still it demonstrates that the gun is grouping well, and at this point it's human error and not the error of the firearm. Okay, now we're going to switch to the Glock 26, which was my former standard sidearm for carry, and we're going to do a little table talk later on where we demonstrate the size difference, because these two guns are quite a bit different. But I just want to demonstrate somewhat difference in accuracy on these two guns. So let me get my ears on properly. Clear. All right, we can walk up here. This time I was aiming at the yellow circle, and you can see the group is much tighter than it was over here. I don't have any flyers like I did here. Of course, I only shot 5 rounds, but those 5 rounds held very closely. It demonstrates that with the Glock, because it is a bigger firearm in my hand, it's easier to hold. It has the safe action trigger rather than a full double action pull. It's going to be a little easier. Plus, I was able to shoot it a little faster and keep the group tighter. Obviously, there's no question that the Glock is going to be a little bit more accurate. It's got a longer barrel, and it's a bigger gun, easier to hold, easier to manage recoil. But it does demonstrate that you can keep groups together with either gun. It's just going to be a little different whenever you're, and depending on how well. I've been using the Glock for a long time, just started shooting the Ruger today. So with a little bit of practice, I may be able to get those type of results over here. We'll just have to see. All right, just for good measure, we've shot the Ruger 380, we've shot the Glock 26, which is a 9mm. This is a Beretta 92F, also 9mm. But this one has a single action trigger. It's got a double action on the first shot, but you don't have to do that. If the hammer's pulled back, it's always single action. So we're going to do 5 shots in single action and see if we have any better result with our accuracy with this firearm. So we're going to now here. Everyone ready? my grouping wasn't super great. I kind of rode the recoil a little bit. It seems like I went up a little bit each time, but we can still see the group here is very, very tight. Well, it's not super tight, but it is. It's staying together.
I found
And
the bullet.
huh?
I found the bullet. Feel it. It's warm.
Oh, it's okay. Thank you.
No. Oh, I found the other one.
Okay. Yeah, our backstop here catches the bullet. Sometimes they fall out. Anyhow, but just to demonstrate, you know, I'm not the best shooter in the world, obviously, but I was able to keep a similar grouping with all 3 pistols. If given time, the Beretta I could probably keep even better if I focused a little bit more. But just for standard shooting, it looks like I'm keeping the groups together, and that's what we want to do when we're shooting these firearms.